Hey, Russell Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it. Today is Monday, February. Did I say that right? February. Now I can't even speak. February 10th. It's about 2 o'clock, right? PST. We're live on YouTube, live on LinkedIn. Let me make sure my volume is up where it's supposed to be. I think it is. Hopefully it's not too loud. If it is, I won't talk as loud. But anyway, hey, this is a daily check-in. I do this daily check-in Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Today is Monday, of course. So of course I'm gonna do a daily check-in. I'm as consistent as the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. Okay, that's how consistent I am with this whole brand thing that I do. On air with Russell of Hotels, or the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels, or anything that Russell of Hotels does. It's all about consistency, right? So you have to be consistent because people count on you, right? People count on you to bring whatever. If that's some information, if that's news, if that's just an update on things, whatever it is, you got to be consistent, right? So if that's talking about a hotel, which every time I do a daily check-in or on air with Russell of Hotels, I showcase a hotel. So today is no different. In fact, this is the second time I think I've showcased this particular hotel, the Borgata Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. Okay, so I was there. I guess it'd be 2 weeks today. I was actually there. So yeah, so it's a casino. It's in Atlantic City. It's a different vibe. If people say, "Oh, I go to Vegas," it's probably the same thing. Well, it's a different vibe. It's Vegas style, but it's not Vegas. Nothing is Vegas, but Atlantic City, it has its own vibe, and that's a good thing, right? So they have nice hotels. Not as many hotels as Vegas, of course, but they do have a few. And the Borgata is probably one of the nicer hotels, at least the ones that I've stayed in. I mean, I stayed in two nice ones, the Borgata as well as the Hard Rock Hotel. I stayed there as well. So there you go. But actually, there's an event here at the Borgata. This is their pool area, right? That's actually normally their pool area, but they put that platform or deck on top of the pool. So it made it to a reception. They kind of, you know, what do you reinvented it, redecorated, did something, right? But no, it's very nice, nice place. They had good food as well. So there you go. So if you're ever in or going to Atlantic City, you got a group and you want some information, or you want me to source it for you, hey, just reach out to Russell of Hotels and I will source it for you, and we go from there, right? What is sourcing? Well, that's when being hotel site selection, I assist hotels. I mean, I do assist hotels, but I assist my clients would be, organizations that plan, companies or organizations, they plan retreats, meetings, conventions, conferences, whatever you want to call it. They plan those things all over the United States, if not the world. And my job is to find that right hotel for their group, right? 10 rooms or more is considered a group. In fact, hold on one second because I got a little glare right there. Let me just do that, and I got rid of the glare. And one thing I did not do was put on the comments, so feel free to make your comments. Sorry about that. If you have comments, please. It's all about engagement, right? No matter how long I'm on, if it's 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 2 minutes, it's all about engagement, and I welcome the engagement. So please feel free to make your comments. Like I said, I'm live on LinkedIn and YouTube. I will put your comments on the screen in real time. But yeah, so Borgata Hotel. So my job is to basically do an RFP, request for a proposal, send those to the hotels. They will send me back proposals. I will then in turn send those proposals, once I compile them, to my clients so they can peruse them, take a look and see which ones they like. And a lot of times they come back to me and ask questions about, this one versus that one, or what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And, my job is to give them, for the most part, an unbiased opinion on, the particular hotels. One thing that I always request is that, because there's a lot of branded hotels in the world out there, right? So I always want to make sure I include a couple of independent hotels, people have never heard about, just like the Borgata. I had never heard about the Borgata before, right? So if I source Atlantic City, guess what? The Borgata is going to be one of those hotels that I source because I need my client to see that there's a lot of different hotels out there, and they're not all branded, and you may not have heard of them, but they do just a great job, just like the other hotels do as well. So that's my job, is to make sure I promote all hotels equally, not just the name brand that everybody knows, right? No, we got to throw some Borgatas in there too, right? So, boom, there you go. Okay, so the daily check-in doesn't have to be that long, but I tend to make them long because I just like talking. But I do have a topic. Normally, I do have a topic for any type of show that I do, the daily check-in or on air with Russell of Hotels. I do a topic. So today's no different. I got a little brief topic. So real quick, boom. And this topic will be on, it's not on there yet, but it will be on my blog, which I'll talk about after I do this topic. I'll talk about the blog too. But yeah, so there you go. This topic for today is, are you maximizing, hold on one second. Let me get it up here first. Are you maximizing your hotel social media presence? Are you doing it? Are you maximizing your hotel's social media presence? That's like, are you making sure you're using social media to let people know that your brand exists? Some people do, some people don't, or some hotels do, some people don't. Let's see. Many hotels assume guests already know about them, but that's far from the truth. They don't. Social media is a powerful tool for brand awareness, yet many hotel professionals aren't fully leveraging it. You have to leverage your brand, your hotel brand. You have to let people know. Just when you think they know, you still need to put stuff out. You still need to make sure they do know. Don't let people guess. Oh, I think I know your property. Is it the one that's no? Let people know. Continuously, just like I do, and I always use me as an example because I'm probably the example of consistency. No one else, and I can say this, right? I can say this, that no one else is more consistent than I am. When it comes to posting, when it comes to putting my brand out there, Russell of Hotels, or consistently showcasing a brand, a hotel brand. It can be a hotel, it can be a hospitality brand like a DMO, a CVB. My job is to do that, right? My job is to promote those brands on behalf of these hotels, on behalf of these destinations, right? Because everyone does not know that your destination exists. Just like I just mentioned, the Borgata Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. How many people know that it even exists? How many people outside of Atlantic City know that it exists? See, that's the thing. With social media, you can go to different parts of the world. You can go to different parts of the U.S., whatever, and people know who you are because they've seen it, right? So it's not a surprise when you happen to, maybe solicit someone, say, hey, I got this hotel called Borgata. Oh, you're in Atlantic City, right? It matters. Believe me that it matters. So you have to consistently put your brand out there. I do the same thing, and not everyone knows who the heck I am. But it's not from the lack of trying, right? Or the lack of consistency. It's just that they just don't know. But the more I do these types of shows, the more I talk about Russell of Hotels, or On Air with Russell of Hotels, or the daily check-in, or what I do as far as hotel site selection, people will know. And if I can just reach one person every time I do this, that's fine. Okay. It's not for the people that already know I exist. It's for the people that don't know I exist. And that's that kind of the attitude or mindset that hotels need to kind of get through their heads. Everyone doesn't know you exist, right? So don't focus on the ones that do know. Focus on the ones that don't know, because those are the ones that are going to bring you the money, right? If you're already getting a certain amount of money or leads from one particular entity or party, well, why would you continue to go to them? Go to the ones that aren't sending you anything. You have to appeal to those people. That's how you get over that hump, if you will. Get over the hump. So there you go. Boy, I'm on one today. Happy Monday. Hey, did your team win? My team won. If anybody had been following me the last week, I said take the Eagles and the points. Okay? Take the Eagles and the points. In fact, I told people that they'll win by at least 10 points. I didn't think they were gonna blow them out and embarrass them, but I knew that they would win at least by 10 points. There's just no way that could not have happened. You know what I mean? So anyway, I watch football like there's no tomorrow. So I'm not just a passive fan. It's like, oh yeah, okay, go to watch the Super Bowl. No, I'm there breaking down plays. Okay, I'm like analyzing. I'm writing notes and everything. Oh man, that's funny. Anyway, okay, so what was I talking about? The topic: are you maximizing your hotel's social media presence? Okay, number one, visibility is everything. Just because your hotel exists doesn't mean people know about it. Didn't I just say that? How are you ensuring your brand stays top of mind? What are you doing to make sure they're top of mind, like top of the dome? What are you doing? Are you posting things? Are you doing video? What are you doing? I mean, those are questions you have to ask yourself. I don't know the answers to that, but someone's out there like, I don't know. What do we do? What do we put in our marketing plan? Can you take that, dust that off so we can see? I mean, I like to see a marketing plan that has a social media plan as well. Within your marketing plan, is there a social media plan? I mean, it should be in there too, right? It's part of your marketing plan. If you don't have that, you're missing the boat. Directors of sales and marketing, general managers that allow this to happen without a conversation from you. I mean, who's driving the ship? Anyway, number two, engagement over promotion. It's not just about posting. It's about interacting with potential guests and industry professionals. There you go. It's not just about interacting. You have to interact with people. Get people to interact with you. Say things, I don't know, open-ended questions. Do video. Do what do you call them? I was gonna say suggestions or like little contests or whatever to get people involved when you post things. So you want to let people know that you want people to let you know that they actually are paying attention to what you're posting, right? Maybe there's a promotion that you can do, but you have to get people involved. You have to get people engaged. What are you doing to do that? Engagement over promotion. Number three, telling your hotel story. What makes your hotel unique? Every hotel is different. Was it built in the 20s? I love hotels that are built in the 20s and the stories that come along with it. What was it? What was the original building? What was it? What was the original business in there? Was it a bank? I mean, there's a lot of hotels that used to be banks back in the 20s or whatever. Oh my God. When was it built? Was it new? Maybe it was built in, 2024. Maybe it replaced another, maybe the building before was imploded and they, erected your building in its place. That's a story. People want to know about stories. People love history. People want to know, who frequents your hotel. Who's your general manager? What about, the new chef you just hired? Whatever it is, the housekeeper that's been there for 40 years and they're still working. They're still doing 18 rooms a day. Whatever the heck it is, do that. People want to hear that. People love a good story, right? They love a good story. So, so I mean, that's it. I mean, that's it. Basically, that's it. That's all I have to say, right? So, number is three of them, right? First of all, are you maximizing your hotel social media presence? That's what I talked about today. Number one, visibility is everything. Number two, engagement over promotion. And number three, telling your hotel story. Those are all equally as important. I always keep it to three so you get enough to kind of chew on and let it marinate and percolate. So you can like, okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Because if I think that people are going to just take everything that I put out there and do it, they're not. Okay, so you got to get people bite-sized pieces. Maybe they can concentrate on one thing. Visibility. Let's concentrate on the visibility part. I mean, Russell has some good points here. He has three. Let's concentrate on one. Visibility is everything. Maybe those are things you want to concentrate on. Or maybe you take engagement over promotion or telling your hotel story. Or maybe you don't even know how to post. You don't even know where to start. That's when you reach out to Russell of Hotels. That's me, Russell Edmond. And I can guide you or coach you on where to go from here. I understand it can be kind of hard and it can be kind of scary to do some of the social media stuff, but it's something that needs to be done. And like I said, if you're doing a marketing plan, because everyone did a marketing plan, well, most people did a marketing plan last December, maybe it was completed by December. If you didn't have a piece in there about social media and brand presence or social media presence, shame on you. I mean, that's all I can say. Shame on you. So there you go. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me. I'll give you my information at the end of this show, which is, it's only going to go another couple minutes. So there you go. And remember the blog. So the stuff that I just mentioned will be on the blog, on my blog. So how do you get to the blog? Just russellofhotels.com. That is my blog. That information I just talked about will be on there. Are you maximizing your hotel social media presence? It will be on the blog, so you don't have to write any notes or anything like that. Okay, so there you go. And once again, this is the Borgata Hotel and Casino in Atlantic City. So this is actually the bathroom. Okay, but did I talk about? Hold on one second. I did give some specifics, right? Let me back up for a second. Okay, so I didn't give the specifics. They're right here, right there, right here, over my head or side of my head. 27 guest rooms, 2,727 guest rooms. Those are sleeping rooms. Meeting space, square footage is 117,070 square feet of meeting space, which means they got a lot going on, right? They got a lot of space. Built in 2003, and it was renovated in 2016. Now, rule of thumb for renovation is what? Every 7 to 10 years, a hotel should be going under some type of renovation. A refresh, they may call it. Oh, we're going to do a refresh. What does that mean? Oh, we're going to do the case goods and some of the soft goods, or whatever. Okay. A renovation. All right. So just ask specifically what they're going to do, because people will throw out that term renovation like they're tearing up everything, right? They may be doing a soft renovation where they're just replacing, maybe if they had carpet, they're going to hardwood floors, or maybe if they have, different types of a duvet cover, they're going to a different duvet cover. I don't know. And then they're getting rid of the shears and they're putting blinds. There's all types of different, renovations or refreshes. Just ask the question, right? Or maybe they're tearing out the bathrooms because they're old, the pipes are old. Well, that's a renovation, okay? That's getting serious, okay? So just ask, like, okay, we're doing a renovation. What is the scope of that renovation? When is it going to start? When is it going to end? No renovation starts on time, and renovations rarely end on time. Okay, so if you're booking something at a hotel and they're saying they're undergoing a renovation, and they give you a date that, oh, we're gonna be done by that. Oh, your group is coming in December. Oh, we're gonna be done in November. I would maybe steer clear of that hotel, because most renovations go over the time that they said they're gonna be completed. Okay. I speak from experience. Remember, I've been on the other side as a general manager, as a director of sales and marketing, as a sales manager, all these other positions, right? So I've been through so many renovations, and they never, ever ended on time. Okay, never. They're never early. They're never going to be, oh, we finished early. No, well, there's something's wrong if you finish early. But they never finish on time. They're always late. Okay, so just be mindful and careful of that. And that's one thing that I always have to remember to ask my client when I'm sourcing a hotel. I need to know, do they have a renovation schedule coming up, or are they in renovation now? Because sometimes we tend to forget those things. And sometimes I'm not able to go to that hotel to see for myself, right? So I'm relying on that sales manager to let me know. That's why it's important that maybe if you can't make every site tour or whatever, you have colleagues in the area, maybe another hotel site selection company or person that I trust, that they know the property. So I always ask about properties, especially the ones in New York, which there's so many in New York, and everyone does renovations, different schedules, different times. So it's good that I follow with some colleagues that have booked in, like, say, Manhattan area. Hey, do you know this hotel? Oh, I know that hotel. They just underwent a renovation. Did they complete it? Oh, yeah, it's great. Okay, if that's the case, then that's fine, right? But ask those questions. That's why we have all these colleagues, right? So, and then going back to the hotel, it was renovated in 2016, and then they have a non-gaming tower. So if you don't want, say your group doesn't want to be, they don't want to walk through a casino and all this kind of stuff, and they want non-smoking rooms and whatever. Well, this hotel, the Borgata in Atlantic City, they have a non-gaming tower. And I want to say they have 750 rooms. 750 out of the 2,727 guest rooms are non-smoking in a non-gaming tower. Brand new. I saw them for myself. In fact, I show you some photos already of it. But great hotel, smells good, doesn't smell smoky, nothing like that. I just had to say that. I already went over that, so I don't have to do that again. Once again, that's the bathroom. That's one of the bathrooms, or that's the bathroom that I had in my room. And boom. Oh, check this out. Okay, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow on air with Russell of Hotels. I got a guest, so just take a look at this real quick. Miss Wendy Song Dowling will be the guest tomorrow. She's the CEO and co-founder of Evolution. It's all about that. Hold on one second. Let me go back here. Let me go back here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. So once again, who's my guest tomorrow? Miss Wendy. Miss Wendy Song Dowling, CEO and co-founder of Evolution, all about hospitality influencer marketing. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Influencer marketing. What is that? How do you find an influencer to do your marketing for your hotel? How do you find them? How do you vet them? Well, Wendy's going to let us know, because that's going to be a couple of questions I'm going to ask her. So there you go. So that's tomorrow, Tuesday, 1 o'clock PST, live on LinkedIn, live on YouTube, the same network platform that we're on right now. I guess it's still a network, right? I can say that. So yeah, so make sure you tune in for that. Let me just show that one more again, just so you can see that. Let's see. How do we get over there? How do we get there? So yeah, so just make sure you tune in tomorrow. It's show number 286 on air with Russell of Hotels. It's that live hospitality talk show that everyone's talking about, right? So there you go. So 1 o'clock PST, so 1 o'clock here in California. That's 4 o'clock on the East Coast. But on the East Coast, but remember, the West Coast is the best coast. Anyway, this is the guest room at the Borgata Hotel and Casino, just so you can see that, yeah, I was there, and this is the room. This is my room. So anyway, any questions at all, feel free to reach out to me, Russell at russellofhotels.com. Go to my website, russellofhotels.com. That's where the blog is. So all the information, all the topics that I cover will be there. In fact, I got to update that right now. So that is it. I want to thank you guys again for joining this quick daily check-in. The daily check-in is Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. On air is on Tuesdays. That's tomorrow. And then I also drop on Saturdays. I have a web series called Hospitality Unplugged. Okay, it's the journey of Russell of Hotels, where I started to where I am today, right? So I started at the very beginning. I'm on episode 8. I just dropped episode 8. So if you're interested in seeing that, just go to YouTube or LinkedIn. It's there. It's episode 8 of Hospitality Unplugged. So I talk in great detail about my career, how I started, where I am, I guess at that point. But we're going to end up today, what I'm doing these days in 2025, right? So my career started in late 80s. And I'm still here, and I'm still here. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Being like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. Okay. Didn't know I knew that with her. Who sang that song? That was Elton John. Called I'm Still Standing. So there you go. Anyway, so that is it. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much, and I appreciate the support that I get from people and say, I can't believe you still do this. Anyway, yeah, 286 shows as of tomorrow and counting. So any questions at all, just feel free to reach out to me, and we'll go from there. So until tomorrow at 1 o'clock, have a great day, great evening, and as always, peace.